Hello, this is cinderspapercraft.co.uk and I am bringing you this tutorial on how to reverse stamp and to reverse die cut. Now, I did a tutorial on the stamping, but I wanted to do a card and I wanted there to be two dogs on. So I actually used a method that I had done before and I think it turned out well. I'm briefly going to run through this. That is the reverse stamp. You can see it's not quite as dark as stamping down. If it bothered you, you can go over with a black biro or marker or pen and just darken it up. But to be honest, when you colour it, it doesn't notice at all. This one here is obviously that is the reverse stamp, and that's the normal one. Again, if it bothered you, you can always go in. It personally wouldn't bother me. Now this one I done, and many of my regulars know that I have shaky hands sometimes. And this was my error, so I did actually go in and just fill in some bits with the line, which has made it really dark. But it shows you just how you can then go in and make them look darker. So this is for one of my lovely subscribers, Muriel. So I hope you find this helpful. Right, so there are 3 ways of doing this, which I'm going to show you why I do it the way I do it. And we have a stamping block and a piece of acetate, standard, nothing special about it, and we are going to use my preferred method, which is this, because as I say, I do shake, and with these ones I can slip very, very easily. Again, I will say I use the Versafine Onyx Black. The only reason I like that is because when I stamp, it gives me a lovely black crisp image. I always used to use the Tuxedo or the Archival, and I do still use those, but not when it comes to sentiments or reverse stamping. The Tuxedo Black ironically works a lot better than the Archival for this technique. So you can definitely give those a go. They all work. So enough of the waffling, and I will show you. I'm going to start off with a clear one, which is the little Daxi. So, and I am going to use my Very Vanilla, which I don't need right now, but I am going to need. So let me get a bit organised. Right, so this is on the block. Now this is where I have to be careful because of my tendency to shake. You can use a Misty or a Tim Holtz block. Right, you can see I've already, oh dear. Now let's try that. Let me get down on that properly. If you see my head, I do apologise. That one's a better one. Right, so just give it a huff and straight down and press. Give it a second and straight up. It's an overwhelming success. Wow. So that is the problem I have with it, because I have got better results than that, but to be honest, I think I must be doing something really wrong. So then we come to the acetate, which is going to be fun for me because this one does slip around. Ooh, down, straight up. Give it a huff and just press that down and up. Now you probably could have got a slightly better one. As I say, I have issues. Now this is my favourite one because it doesn't slip or slide. Right, so ink it up, no different, and straight down, press and up. You can also see it to line up, straight down, give it a press. You can bring in a block if you want and just, and that one is better. It's not perfect, but a lot better. It's always difficult when you're filming. When you're at home, you can put a lot more effort into cleaning, into stamping it up and lining it up and putting the right pressure on. Right, so there we are, after I've made everything filthy. Right, now this one we are going to do, and I'm just going to do the silicone now. It's my preferred way. A lot of you may have so many better results with the acetate or the stamp blocks. For me it doesn't work, but as I say, so many people probably can do it perfectly. This is what's best for me. So we are going to stamp up the gorgeous bear, and wish me luck. So down, oh, I think I wiggled. No, not too bad. It's more the method rather than how it turns out, because when you're sitting down or you're directly above it, it's so different from us filming. It really is. Right. There you go. How cute is that? And again, I will say it's so much easier when you're not hindered by frames and cameras. Right, so that is how you reverse stamp. Now, all you would usually do is get some reversible tape or movable tape. You can use washi that you have stuck on your clothes to make it less sticky. You can use masking tape, but you really do have to make sure it's you've de-stickified it, otherwise it will rip. Right, so it's obviously not going to fit that way. So what you would do is you will get some tape lined up there. Okay, you're going to hold that and then hold this up to the sunlight and literally just stick it on. I'm going to have to show you this with a light, but I don't know if you can see. You can actually see it through when you're holding up to the light so easily. So let me see if I can do this without blinding you all. I do hope I don't. Right, so there. Again, I'll say it's a lot easier when you're holding it up to the light. So you will line that up, and again you'll be doing this with two hands and not one. So you'll get the bottom one lined up. Again, it's very difficult to do this when you're when you have filming equipment in the way. It is a 2-second thing to line this up. That's better. Right. Now I'm going to, oh, sorry. I do hope I didn't carelessly hurt someone's eyes then. Right, so all I'm going to do is off camera. I promise I am not going anywhere and cheating. I'm just going to trim that down so you can see. Let me just check it is actually still in line. Am I happy with that? Now I am. Right. off. And I'm going to run it through my big shot, which is off to the side. And we're going to take that straight out. And this is where I hope it's all come out perfectly. And there you go. There. It's nice and simple. So then if you wanted the two bears, not that you would, but it opens up a new avenue for you. I'm just showing you some of the dies that I've actually used. You can reverse stamp anything. You can reverse die anything. And that, in a nutshell, is how you do it. So I hope this helps you, Muriel, and anyone else that has seen my Christmas card with the two daxies facing each other. It's just a way of stretching your dies and the stamp set a bit further, and we all like to do that. Right, well, thank you very much for sharing part of your day with me. I am bringing a really exciting project which I'm going to be filming after this. Shall I give you a sneak peek? Yeah. I got asked to do a double DVD holder box. Let me move this. And I actually do have to have a present coming up, and it is actually for stamping up stamp set, the dies, and then some embellishments, and they all fit in here perfectly. Right, so you open it up, and there are, I haven't finished it, the DVDs or the stamp sets, and then this I'm going to put a sentiment on, and you can make this into a handbag if you want. I'm going to make it a man's satchel to see how that turns out, but yeah, I think that's kind of sweet. And let me just show you, have I got any that are ready to go? No. Right, so as you can see, let's put that in there. There's that one, and then another one can go in there. So if you've got any friends that you like to give stamping bits to, there you go. Nice and neat, and it's a really sturdy box. Right, well, that is definitely enough for now, and I will get on and get that filmed, and I hope this tutorial helped anyone that was wondering how to reverse stamp and die. So that sounds so awful, to die cut out. So I'm going to get on with this. If you like the video, if you could click like, it's always reassuring to know that you are liking what I'm putting out there. I hope you do. If you have any requests, please do leave a message. As I say, the one coming up is this one is a request, and I will see you shortly. Thank you very much for sharing part of your day with me. Thank you. Bye bye.